If you didn't know already, Tesla has been getting wrecked, as you can see by the chart here. I want to go over some stuff in this video that's not talked about enough. And if it provides you some value, I hope it earns your subscription to click that subscribe button somewhere over there. I think it's on this side. Would really appreciate if you do that, only if you find some value from this video. But I just want to share some of my thoughts because ever since Elon Musk bought out Twitter, as you can see, the stock is wrecked. At one point, just about a year ago, it was up at almost 115 or maybe even a little bit over 115, or not 100, 415, excuse me. Now it's down to 110. From 415 plus range up here down to 110. Pretty insane how far it's plummeted. I mean, literally a quarter of the value it once was, roughly. Insane. Now, this has all happened throughout the entire time of acquiring Twitter, and I want to talk about some stuff on why I think Elon Musk went ahead with Twitter. If you don't know from the past, I've made some videos on this. If you want to go back to those after this video to see what my thoughts were while that was all happening. But I want to talk about something that's wildly overlooked on how undervalued it is what Elon Musk did. Now, that being said, Tesla is the poster child for overvalued tech stocks. Now, arguments could be made, but for it to fall as much as it has, that's kind of a testament on what people are doing right now, taking their money out of the market, out of overvalued tech stocks, and sitting on cash on the sidelines. And ironically, that's what Tesla's doing as well. So the first thing I want to talk about is their actual cash on hand. Tesla is sitting on $21.1 billion in cash right now, roughly. This is from the quarter ending September 30th, 2022. So if you go down to this chart here, they are sitting on over $20 billion in cash on the sidelines. So if Tesla's doing it, that's what everybody else is doing. So that's probably why you're seeing not only Tesla fall on the entire, but the entire S&P as a whole falling down, because people are getting out of overvalued tech stocks and they're sitting on the sidelines. You know, the NASDAQ, S&P, the Dow, everything is down tremendously because people want to sit on the sidelines with their cash. And can you blame them with everything going on in the world today? But one thing that I want to talk about that not enough people have brought up is, how do you value being the world's, arguably the world's most famous person? Point blank. Is there a person on the planet with that big of a following? 125 million followers. Everybody's looking at the chart, and they're looking at that, and they should be looking at the chart because I'm sure a lot of people have lost a lot of money in Tesla stock. But how do you value somebody going from literally 70 million followers or 80 million followers that he had, maybe even less than that, jumped up over 50 million followers? Any tweet this individual puts out reaches the world overnight. I want you to imagine something real quick. Imagine if Steve Jobs was able to go with, ironically, Steve Jobs created the device that then created these platforms on the devices that he created. But to go back a little bit, imagine you have Steve Jobs today and he has a new revolutionary product that he wants to come out with. Imagine he could just tap his phone, write a tweet, tap his phone, and reach the entire world instantaneously, be front page news everywhere with a tap of his phone. You gotta remember, Steve Jobs was not only a creative genius, but he was also a marketing genius. One of the things he would do is he would specifically get those huge lines out of the store, and then because of that, it would be on the front page news. Look at this crazy line for the new iPhone. And that was his way of hacking the environment, because the truth of the matter is, in today's day and age, attention is the most valuable asset a company can have. They are begging for attention. They are paying for attention left and right, billions of dollars left and right. So the first thing I wanted to bring up in this video is that Tesla is literally sitting on roughly half the market cap of Ford in liquid cash. In liquid cash on the sidelines. There's something to be said about that. So for anybody thinking the company's going bankrupt or Elon's going bankrupt, $20+ billion in liquid cash. Now, did they get that in a sketchy way? That's up for debate. They did these secondaries, they diluted their stock, then they did the stock splits to hide the secondaries that they did, and they got all this cash together. But the point is, they got that cash. They're sitting on 20 billion plus in liquid cash. I wouldn't want to bet against that. But the other thing I wouldn't want to bet against is somebody that it is completely unprecedented. I think Elon Musk buying Twitter was an unprecedented multi-trillion-dollar chess move that just the world hasn't yet seen play out. Because when you really think about it, what would have happened to the companies that Elon Musk runs? Keep in mind, Tesla has never spent $1 on marketing, not a cent on marketing. What would have happened to a company like that if the star CEO got kicked off that platform? Imagine Twitter had kicked off Elon Musk. I would argue that he would lose $40 billion in market cap from that. That's a huge loss to kick him off of one of those platforms. So really, by him buying Twitter, it's a win-win across the board. You're now arguably the world's most famous person. You can reach the entire world with a tweet. We've yet to see him use that, but if he comes out with a new product, say he comes out just hypothetically, totally out there, a Tesla smartphone, could literally make one tweet. Check out this video, Tesla smartphone, tweet, 125 million people see it instantaneously, right into their pocket. Beep. Is nobody else seeing the value in that? He stole Twitter, in my opinion. I'm going to go on the record to say I think Elon Musk stole Twitter for 40 whatever billion dollars. It will be a rounding error. Could he have paid 20 for it? Maybe. But that, as crazy as it sounds, it will be a rounding error in the future. Mark my words on that. So that is his move. That is his play. I know that he's disguising it, like he disguises a lot of things like he's doing, and he probably is doing it for some sort of good purpose. And I believe that. But the business savage that Elon Musk is, that's his play. The play is he now cannot get kicked off of a social media, and now he has the attention of the entire world and $20+ billion liquid with his company, not mentioning how much he's liquid because he sold a lot of his shares as well. But that is so much capital. All of his gigafactories are finished, and now he can reach the entire world with a tap of his fingers. And people want to short this? People want to get in front of this thing and short it? I'll tell you what, I wouldn't want to short Tesla at all. This is not financial advice. That's just my personal opinion. But seeing what I'm seeing on this, a lot of people are talking about is Elon Musk going bankrupt, what's happening with Elon. But when I look at what's going on, the chart that should be talked about is now, how do you value that your CEO never has to spend $1 on marketing? Not only does he have to never spend $1 on marketing, but can reach the entire world with a tap of his finger. It's insane. Tim Cook doesn't even have, I don't think he even has like 10 million followers. I don't have my keyboard in front of me, but Tim Cook's not even close in following as Elon Musk. And now he can just literally do tweets like this for SpaceX, or tweets, whatever he does is now reaching the world, and he doesn't have to rely on any news, anyone else to put his message out there. It's insane. That is insane. I don't even know how to value that. To me, if what he did is worth trillions of dollars with the resources that he has available to him, is literally worth trillions of dollars, that move. It was the ultimate chess move, and that's why in the past I said he was going to do it. If you go back in my videos and you look up videos that I did with Elon Musk, I've been very critical about Elon Musk in the past, but I have to give him extreme credit for pulling this off, because even though he had said he was going to back out or whatever was going on, I think he wanted it all along. And to me, it's a brilliant move. But yeah, Tesla has fallen quite a bit, but as it continues to fall more and more and more, I think the valuation is roughly around 400 billion right now. So the market cap is like just slightly under 400 billion, and you have a company that has 20 billion in liquid cash, a product that's booming, and now the CEO is a complete, for lack of a better word, like a rock star. He can reach the entire world, be bigger than a rock star. I mean, he's literally the world's probably most famous person now. And is only growing. I mean, the fact that he's gone from 50 million or 60 million or however many followers he had to now at 125 million, there's got to be a chart somewhere to show just how dramatic his following has jumped. And I think that people really underestimate the world that we're living in today. You know, why do people make YouTube videos? Why are people all over social media? Because attention is the most valuable asset that you can have today. Growing that following is extremely valuable. And I just don't think people understand how much value has been provided to him and all of his companies at this point by doing that decision. So that's basically my take on what's going to happen. Do I think Tesla's going bankrupt? Absolutely not. Look how much cash they're sitting on. They're sitting on like that is a ridiculous amount of cash that they have in the bank right now. They have all of their gigafactories are finished or pretty much finished. All they're doing is expanding and expanding and expanding. I see them, you know, becoming a juggernaut in their space, and the auto and energy space is remarkably larger than the smartphone space. I would go on record to say I think within 5 to 10 years, Tesla will be bigger than Apple in market cap. I think that if wherever Apple's market cap is, I think Tesla passes them up within 5 to 10 years. That's just my take on it. Apple's doing nothing revolutionary. I digress. I wanted to make this a short video on why I think Tesla's everything Elon Musk has done. He's getting pretty political, doing all this kind of stuff, but all in all, he's driving crowds, he's getting hype going, and I just don't see him slowing down at all. I really don't. I see everything that he's done as a move on the chessboard, and to me, it seems brilliant. It seems brilliant. Now, does that mean that I think the stock, you know, is not wildly overvalued? I'm not really going to comment on that because it still has like a 30-something plus price to earnings ratio. But at one point, it like had a non-existent price to earnings ratio. So something's going right over there. But something to be said about all of that. That's the video. That's everything I want to talk about. If you saw some, or if you found some value in this, rather, please do click the subscribe. Take that 1 second to click the subscribe down there. I'd really appreciate it. And follow me on the social medias out there as well, because I am trying to increase my the assets of attention in today's world. And I really do think that people undervalue how much value attention has. That's a right way to say that. It's the most valuable asset in today's world. What do you think? Post a comment down below. Am I out of my mind for thinking that they're not going bankrupt and nothing's going wrong over there? Now, could the stock fall more? Very, very likely, very possible. Not financial advice. Again, I'm just my thoughts, my opinions. But as I look at the chart above me, it's fallen by 300 from 415 down 300 plus points to where it's at now at 110.34. Could it fall more? Sure. But I just don't know how far can it fall with how much assets Tesla has and all the things that we talked about in this video. Thank you so much for watching. See you at the next video. Signing out.